Some people will walk away after a week like this, but not me. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sales and Trails. My name is Nick. Thanks for joining me on my flipping adventure today. As the title suggests, we sold quite a lot of walking items, so let's get right to it. I should also mention this is going to be quite a short video because I didn't really sell quite a lot after the week of readjusting and restarting everything. And I've got loads of clothes to really get up on eBay and Vinted right now, so I hope you enjoyed the video though. So we've had a pretty good start to the week. I'm hoping this momentum continues. I've still got a little bit of a cold, so I do apologise if I sound very nasally, but we'll get on to the vintage sales first. And the first ones we have are these there, Nike Flyknit Lunar 1s in orange. So I've seen a lot of other YouTubers, a lot of resellers buying the Flyknit Lunar 2s. And I thought, I got some of those somewhere, but they're the Lunar 1s instead. Not as valuable, and the size isn't the best. It was a size 7, but there's no damage to any of the mesh or any of the knitwear of it. The soles are pretty good. They're not amazing. Paid $5 for them, sold them for £15 on Vinted. So yeah, lovely little pair. Like I said, if you see any Lunar 1s, 2s, especially 2s like 35 quid or roughly around there. But pick them up. If they're cheap, you'll get a good deal. And deal, I mean profit. Second ones we have, I actually picked them up thinking, oh, these are Clarks, and I done them in a £1 sale in one of the local charity shops. Didn't really look because I just grabbed them, so I was like, right, I know they're Brogues, they're Clarks. They're not Clarks, they're Matalan. Not too bad. They're like a desert beige suede with like a strange sort of rubber base to them. It's not exactly rubber, it feels like corky, but it is that sort of synthetic-y sort of feel to it. But it has a few marks on it. There's a little mark on this side but here, and there's a brown mark, well, a blue mark on there as well. Like I said, picked them up for £1, sold them for £3. Just trying to get rid of some stock now. Try and make some more space for the next year. And finally, these are bogging. They were part of a bundle which I didn't even realise were in there. They're not. I told the customer they don't smell the best, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put them in the washing machine straight away." And I was like, "That's all right, no problem." They're a pair of Skechers. So these are lightweight Skechers in a pink and black. Little damage on the front, very minute damage, but they are worn, as you can see, worn on the bases. They're not amazing. They don't smell the best either. Sold for £2. Just I need to get rid of them. I can smell them through the box. So yeah, gotta get rid of them. That's a good start for Vinted. A few items gone. I'm going to start putting some clothes on there. Just check out the eBay. More shoes again to start. I did put these up on Vinted, but they sold on eBay instead. And they are RSX Rubik's. So I picked these up in a local car boot sale actually. Off a couple which I knew. And they were like, we're just trying to get rid of them. I can't remember if I spent £2 or £3 each. I got the standard RSX Pumas, and also picked up these Rubik's. So you can see inside, it's got a Rubik's Cube on the inside, it's got Rubik's on the back, and yeah, lovely little things, got like little squares on there. These are worn, as you can see by the base of them, the soles, and they've got some sort of wear and tear by there, but otherwise, the soles actually in them are still very good. But the size is the problem with these ones. These are UK size 4. So you don't really get a lot for sizes that are small. Sold them for £15, picked them up for £3. A couple of quid profit in for me, I don't mind that. But the next one is where really good profit is. So I got very lucky in a local jumbo sale. I've still got a bunch of them there, 7 left. So if anybody wants one, cheap. Well, not cheap, but you know, they're sealed. It's an iPod Shuffle. This is the first gen iPod Shuffle, a 512 megabyte iPod Shuffle. Can't remember how many songs it holds, but as you can see down on the bottom of it. There we go. 120 songs. I would imagine that's the average songs. Yeah, not much else really to say about this one apart from I never had one of these. I had the second generation, which I sold on Facebook Market ages ago for like 15 or 20 quid because it had a very poor battery on it. But these completely sealed. Picked these up for about £4.44 each, breaking it down. It's about £42 for 9 of them, I would say. But sold this for £55 or £54.99. So at least 40 odd quid profit in it for me after fees and postage. Great buy. And then we have another sale. This time it's the other Salomon Gore-Tex shoes. These ones, I was a little bit disappointed in these, to be honest. I didn't think the damage was so bad on them. As you can see, there's quite a lot of cracking on the front there on both of the shoes. But these are Salomon XA 3D Ultra 2s. Retail price of about £100–110. However, these ones are fairly worn. The Gore-Tex in them, it works. I tested, it's still a little bit wet. Tested them by putting them in a sink, add them right up to here, and yeah, no water at all in these. Just a little bit cold from the cold water, but took £15 from them. That's what I paid for them, so I'm not losing any money. Just trying to make some space, getting some money back into the old coffers, and we'll go on from there. But glad to see them go. At the start of the week we had a flurry, then it went a bit quiet. So we're on Thursday now. We've got a couple of sales, not much value in them, a little bit of profit in it for me, but it's nice to get some items going. The first item is a Russ Brummel plush. Still got the tags on it. Here we go, I should show you. Brummel there, by Russ. Picked this up ages ago from a charity shop. I think it was a Bernardo's or Sue Ryder. There was a bunch of Russes there, and I thought, oh, do you know, I'll pick some of these up. I still got 1 or 2 left. I think this was like £3. Sold it for £10.20, which is a bit of a random number. I'm pretty sure I put like a 15% discount on or something on a weekend and forgot about it. But yeah, happy to get that rid of that one. Lovely little item that was. The next one up then is a Sylvester. Now this Sylvester's Looney Tunes, of course. I can't remember the exact date of it. I think, oh, there we go. It's 2000. So this is vintage now, 25 years old. Did have a tag on it, I assume, but that must have been lost fairly recently. But I think I picked this up for like 50p. Sold it for £5.91. I definitely had a special discount price up. I think that was like £7 or something like that. So £5.91 sold, 50p paid for it. Happy days. 2 items then. One of them is something which I would never normally get, but I realised packaging items is worth picking up. I've got a couple of them now, and these ones are no exception, especially around this time of year, to sell. So we got Pandora. So this is a Pandora ring box. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the foam insert into this one. We do have this one there then. I think this is for like a bracelet or something, but this has the foam insert along with some of the paper inside as well. And then finally we have, I think it's like a necklacey sort of one as well. So I picked all 3 of these up from a local charity shop for 50p each and sold them for £6. It's not crazy much of money in it, but it's always worth picking up these items because if you get a good bundle, you'll be able to make a couple of quid. Finally, we have an item which I had when I did the strategy video, and it is the World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor. So yeah, I picked up a bunch of strategy guides, walkthroughs. 2 World of Warcraft ones. Is this one, and then it's the monster. Oh, I can't remember now. It's the same monster one. Yeah, this one didn't expect to sell for this cheap. Really, I thought it'd be a bit more money in it. Sold for £7 plus postage. So each item cost me about £2.80, something like that. So I made like £2 on this item. But at the end of the day, it's going to go to someone who's going to enjoy it. I played the games briefly, but never really got into it. But yeah, lovely little item and happy to be sold. So there's a fair few items being sold this week. We've got some bulkier items, less bulky items, but at the same time, trying to make space. I've made 1 slot available now, again, for me to be able to start buying items, really. I think I'm going to slow down on the buying, wait until the new year, and then when the charity shops start refilling and the car boots start kicking in, that's when I'm going to get right into the hunting mode. But a couple extra quid for the end of this week. Hopefully we'll have a couple more sales now tomorrow to finish off the video. So there's a couple of eBay sales just to finish off the week now. So there's a lot of smaller ticket items which I'm just trying to let go, or I'm doing some sort of deals just to make some space ready for next year. And the first one we're going to go for, actually they're all quite small items, so I'm going to need to do a lot of this. But the first item is a tortoise, or turtle maybe, tortoise, either way. It's doesn't say, it just says it's by Arc Toys. Anyway, so I put this on as a tortoise. It's a plush by Arc Toys, 22 centimeters long. Lovely little thing. Got it from a jumbo sale in my local village hall. 50p. Sold it for £7. Quite cute, isn't it? Next up, we have a set of 3 little figures. And I didn't know what they was. I thought they were knockoff Minecraft to begin with, but they're not. So there's a game called Terraria. Yeah. I got it for the Xbox. I've just not managed to have a chance to play it. But there's a couple of figures from Terraria. So these were like 10p each in a little box in a car boot sale. Picked all 3 of them up because they all looked identical, and I got them with a bunch of Minecraft stuff. Actually sold them for £5.99 for the 3. So from 30p to £6. Ain't going to complain with that. Next one up is a deal of 3 plushes. Super cheap. You know, someone's got to steal with these ones. They are vintage Disney. And so we have Donald. Yep. Walt Disney Donald. We have a Goofy. Cool little Goofy there. And then finally, to finish off the trio, we have a Pluto. All vintage, all got that sort of vintagey sort of tag on them. Sold them, all 3 of them, £10.20. Bargain. Finally then, we had a sale before in the past when it comes to harmonicas. I won't play this one, I promise, because it does make a loud noise. But we have a Blues Bandmaster still in its original case, which is awesome. This Blues Bandmaster, I think, I know it's a soloist, but I don't know how old it is exactly. It's made in German Democratic Republic, so I don't know, is that 80s or something like that maybe? I'm not 100% sure on my history when it comes to it, but like I said, this is a Blues Bandmaster soloist. Yeah, sorry, I had to sneeze then. This is a Blues Bandmaster in, I think it says H on here, but in Germany that means it's the key B. I think so. Anyway, I'm pretty sure whoever bought it will understand that a little bit more. But yeah, picked this up. They were £2 each, and I sold this one for, let me just check with you, I think it was £12. So not crazy amounts of money in it for me. However, I made all the money back with that Honer on the last one, so couldn't talk then actually. But yeah, that'll see us off on this week's sales. Not a bad week overall. We had a decent amount of profit in it. Obviously there's more room for improvement, but I'm not going to complain overall when it comes to that. I gotta stop saying that. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you can either like, a sub, maybe even a comment on how you thought the video was or the item you liked the most, and I'll see you in the next video.